Hey everyone, welcome to the Game Week 19 team selection video. I know this doesn't give a lot of time to react to what I'm saying, and I do apologize for that. Reminder, I'm a teacher and it's a really busy time in schools right now, so I do apologize. Someone asked me to make a wild card, like shuffle team for Game Week 18, and I feel bad that I didn't get around to do that. I appreciate people suggesting content like that, and it makes me feel bad that I wasn't able to get that out for that person. I will still suggest 5 players that I recommend bringing in. Um, but I know that's not a full team, and maybe I can just drop some other suggestions here and there as well. But first off, we'll get to what my team is going to look like. If you like these videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll get into it. Toss-up decision this week between Di Gregorio and Falcone. Falcone against Verona, Di Gregorio against Sassuolo. I do think Sassuolo is a little more attacking than Verona, but I have liked the way Monza's played more than Lecce so far this season, so I'm going to stick with Di Gregorio now. Unsure if Dumfries is going to start, play, whatever. He didn't play at all in the last Serie A game. I actually didn't check if he played in the Supercoppa. Very commanding win there by Inter. Um, but so we'll see how that impacts things. I probably should have looked at that. But anyway, maybe I'll look at it after the video and change things accordingly. Kim, Napoli against Salernitana, I think it's a no-brainer to start Kim. I was even considering making a vice captain at one point. Tomorrow against Lazio, I could see Milan not getting a clean sheet against Lazio, but I'm happy enough to have him in there. MBO against Sampdoria, against bottom of the table Sampdoria. Or actually, sorry, Cremonese might be bottom, Sampdoria might be second bottom. But definitely a possibility for a clean sheet there. Then we have Barella, Leao, and Felipe Anderson along the midfield. All the Leao versus Anderson matchup isn't great, but what is encouraging is with Immobile back out, Anderson should have the top striker spot again, which is key for him. It makes having him on my team a lot more attractive. I was thinking of ways to get him out, and now I 100% want him in the team, and I'm glad he's still here. He might not return against AC Milan, which would be understandable, and same with Leao, but I think every opportunity is there. And the striking with Martinez and Ciora again. Ciora had a great first game in my team as a 4.4 striker, starting for Monza. Obviously, Lautaro Martinez has just been as consistent as Immobile basically lately. And the newcomer to the team, Victor Osimhen, transferred in for Ciro Immobile after Immobile got injured again. Osimhen had played fantastically against Juve, obviously getting lots of points there, and he has been a reliable striker for me in the past. Things to watch out for, just transfers out potentially. So a lot of high caliber Serie A players are touted by topside Premier League teams and such. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. Osimhen's one, Kvaratskhelia one, and there are some others around the league as well, but two that stuck out to me on my team now that I'm uh, aware that I need to keep my eyes on for a quick transfer out. On the bench, we have Gigi, Kvaratskhelia, and Coop Miners. I know Kvaratskhelia has a virus or the flu or something like that. Let's keep him out of this game. Coop Miners, I don't know. If I had to guess, it would just be based on his yellow card and getting a yellow card suspension from last week. But I'm not really sure. So if you know, drop that in the comments. And Gigi, if I didn't have other fires to put out, I'd probably try to get rid of him. I haven't really been happy with him in the squad lately. But that's kind of how my team is looking. Now, I'm going to address kind of an elephant in the room that just popped up today. It was decided by the governing body of Serie A that for management decisions, I guess, by former President Agnelli, Juve is going to take a 15-point deduction in the league table, which is really massive and extremely unfortunate. Um, Obviously, Juve's gone through or been penalized for scandals in the past. 100% agree. If you're match fixing and paying off refs, you deserve to get relegated. For this, I mean, these are totally transfers at the management position. Um, I I feel bad for the players that are being impacted by this. They had no kind of say in this. The fan, and obviously, I am speaking as a Juve fan, so you can say it's a biased opinion. That's fine. But I don't know. It's not like they've been making super teams and stuff, and I'm all for banning and getting rid of those higher ups but I just feel bad for the players that have worked relatively hard this season. It hasn't been a standout season by any means, but they've worked hard to get themselves into third place. They put together a long string of clean sheets, and they're just basically taking five of those wins away, um, which will probably make um, Champions League unattainable at that point. One thing though, and why I bring this up, I know this isn't just a general Serie A talk channel. It's for fantasy, and I do think this will have fantasy implications. This is a very defeating decision for Juve, and I think it will probably impact the way that they play. Obviously, these players might only be playing for a way out of the team now. It's hard to keep players when stuff like this happens, when you know you're not going to be playing Champions League football. It's hard to bring in players to a team in this situation. So it's a very defeating position as far as Juve are concerned. The team, the players, the management, or the new management, everything. So it will be appealed. It is possible that it's either reversed or lessened in some way. Um, but right now it's not looking good for Juve, and I'm going to be staying away from their players for a little bit. Not that I was overly excited about picking anyone up at the moment, uh, but just food for thought is I do think that this uh, point deduction could impact the team, at least psychologically, and give them almost less of a will to go out and play there, unless they're playing for transfers of their own to try to get out, to be truly honest. So anyway, I just wanted to address that. I won't talk about that too more. If you have any comments about it, what you think, feel free to drop it in the comments. Um, but and I'll try to respond. But yeah, that's kind of that situation. So I just wanted to bring that up. Anyway, my top five for the week. I'm gonna say all three of my strikers are the three strikers that if I could pick are the ones that I'd want. Martinez has been exceptional, and with Immobile out, I think Martinez is the best striker you could have. Ciota, I would say not that he's like expected to score every game, but one, he has been. And he's 4.4 million. It leaves you lots of money to spend elsewhere in your team. And Osimhen, he'll be even more of a focal point if Kvaratskhelia is out. That's where the ball's going to be going through. Next is in a these four, I'm gonna have four out of five that are on my team. Felipe Anderson's the next one, and I wouldn't say that unless the fact that he's going to be playing striker for Lazio gets an extra point for goals, um, and can get the clean sheet point. So I will say Felipe Anderson is a great player to have right now. Last one is not on my team. Lookman, he's been doing great. It looks like Koop Miners might not play, so Lookman likely will. Um, and uh, Atalanta's coming off an 8-goal game, so their offense is just firing on all cylinders right now. So that's another player that I'd kind of like to have on my team, and I just don't want to take another 4-point deduction this week. Anyway, that's how things are looking. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you after the game week. Take care.